Jai Maha Maya ki, Jai Bole Baba ki, Jai. If you remember in our last discourse, Mother Earth went to Indra to ask for help in lessening the burden of bad qualities on the earth, which were weighing her down because of the many kings that had incarnated that were so full of avarice and greed and unkindness. And so then Indra took her to Brahma, and Brahma took them both to Vishnu, and Vishnu responded about how he really wasn't in control of all this. They had to ask the Divine Mother. So here we are at chapter 19, and the Veda Vyasa says to King Janamejaya, the Bhagavan Vishnu spoke again to Brahma. All these beings fascinated by Maya cannot know the real essence, the highest truth. We too are fascinated by that Maya, and hence we also, being blinded by that, do not at all remember the highest eternal Purusha, calm and quiet, the world teacher, the highest self of the nature of pure existence, intelligence, and bliss. O Brahma, I am Vishnu. I am Brahma, I am Shiva. Thus on I-ness, Ahamkara has blinded our eyesight, and we are made unable to recognize that eternal highest self. As the wooden dolls dance according to the will of the player, the magician, I also am similarly fascinated by the Maya and am thus incessantly rolling about like a dependent man. O Brahma, in the beginning of the Kalpa, Shiva, you and I saw the wonderful, unspeakable form and glory of that highest self in the Mani Dvipa. There was the Mandara tree and the Devas assembled. Then I also saw that wonderful thing a second time in the Sudar Nava ocean of nectar. And the most wonderful of all this is that until we were able to see that form, we did not hear anything of her before. Therefore, O Devas, today you all remember that prime force, the highest self, that all-beneficent force that yields all good and auspicious things. That very force will fulfill now all your desires. No sooner the Bhagavan Vishnu addressed thus, Brahma and the other Devas at once mentally began to meditate on that eternal Yogamaya, the goddess of the universe. Being thus meditated upon, at once she appeared before their eyesight, the Devi, the goddess of the universe, whose colors were like the blood-red java flower, holding in two of her hands a noose and a hook, while the third hand indicated favor, and the fourth hand bade all discard every sort of fear. As the web comes out of the spider and sparks come out of the fire, so this whole universe comes out of that goddess. We all bow down to her with our humble hearts full of devotion. We all salute to that goddess of the universe, Bhuvneshwari, under whose Mayic force this whole universe, moving and unmoving, revolves, who is all intelligence and the ocean of mercy. This world appears real to him who is unable to realize her real existence, and the world drops off as unreal no sooner he realizes her presence. We all meditate on that all-intelligent goddess, and we all pray to her that she may grant us more strength to meditate on her and her alone. We all want to know Maha Maya. We all meditate on that omnipotent. May the goddess grant us strength to meditate on her. O thou, the remover of the world's afflictions, best thou be pleased unto us. O thou kind-hearted, do this work for us and promote our good. O thou, Lord of the earth, dost thou relieve the burden of the earth by killing these demons and bring on our welfare. O thou, lotus eyes, if thou dost not show thy mercy towards the gods, They will never be able to strike their enemies with their weapons in the battlefield. O Mother, Kamsa, Bhoma, Kala, Vana, Kesi, Jarasandha, Vaka, Putana, Kara, Salva, and other vicious kings, respectively, are dwelling on the earth. Dost thou better kill them and relieve the burden of Mother Earth? O Lotus Eyes, thou hast killed those demons without any effort that were not slain by Vishnu or Shiva, and they ended their lives while they are beholding thy pleasing countenance. O Goddess, holding moon on your forehead, these Brahma, Shiva, and Vishnu and the other gods are unable to move a step without the help of thy force. Nothing to speak any further. The thousand-headed king of serpents is unable to hold this earth even for a moment, were he not provided with the Shakti, thy Shakti of upholding thy world. Indra said, O Bhagavati, would Brahma be ever able to create this world without his Shakti, Saraswati? Would Vishnu, the Devas, be able to preserve it without his Shakti, Mother Lakshmi? Or would Shiva be able to destroy this world without the help of his Shakti, Mother Uma? No, never. These Devas, the Trinity, are able to take their respective parts in the keeping up of the world simply because they are united with the forces of you, incarnated in Saraswati, Mother Lakshmi, and Mother Uma, who are again parts of thee. Vishnu said, were we deprived of thy force, the Creator would never have been able to create the world. I would never have been able to preserve it, and Shiva would never have been able to destroy. Therefore, O Devi, thou alone art reigning as the supreme goddess amidst all the glories in the creation, preservation, and destruction of this universe. Thus praised by the gods, the goddess then addressed them. O Devas, let all anxieties leave you all. I will do what the Devas have desired, even if it be very difficult to do this in this world. Now explain what is troubling the goddess earth. The Devas replied, the wicked kings are troubling very much this earth. She cannot any longer bear their burden. Therefore she came crying unto us. O Bhuvaneshwari, now it is your duty to remove this load of earth, O auspicious one. Know this, the desire of the gods. O Mother, in days of yours you have killed the most powerful demons named Mahisa, attended by many other demons and deitas. What to speak? You have slain Shumba and Nishumba, Ratabija, the very powerful Chamunda, the strong Karala, and many other cruel demons. Now similarly kill these wicked kings, the enemies of the gods, and save the earth from their heavy loads. Thus addressed by the Devas, the most auspicious one, the Devi, whose color was black and who looked askance, said, smiling in a tone grave and deep, like that of the rumbling of the rain cloud. O Devas, I have already thought over how the burden of those wicked kings, the part incarnates of the demons, can be removed. I will by my own power rob them of their powers, of that highly prosperous and affluent Jarasandha, the king of Magda, and others, the parts incarnate of the wicked demons that are now shining on the earth. O Devas, you would all better go down and incarnate yourself as part incarnations, impregnated with my power, and help thus in the removal of the load of this earth. The Deva Prajapati Maharishi Kasyapa would first of all go with his wife and incarnate as Anika Dundubi Vasudeva in the race of Yadu. The imperishable Bhagavan Vishnu will also incarnate as part, owing to the curse of Brigu, as the son of Vasudeva. O Deva, I will be born then in the womb of Yashoda, in Gokula and will accomplish all the ends of the gods. I will send Vishnu from the prison to the Gokula. Also, I will transfer Ananta Deva from the womb of Devaki to the womb of Rohini. They too will grow day by my force, and at the end of the Dwapara Yuga will no doubt kill the wicked kings. Arjuna too, the part incarnate of Indra, will destroy the armies of those kings, Yudhishthira, the part incarnate of Dharma, Bhishana, and that of Vayu, Nakula, and Sahadeva, the incarnate of the two Ashvins, and Bhishma, the incarnate of Vasu, as the son of the Ganga, will take their respective births and exhaust their armies. O Devas, now be calm and quiet, and go. Let the earth be also calm and quiet. Be confident that I will certainly remove the load of this earth. I will make the above-mentioned gods as my instruments merely, and I will destroy by my own force the Ksatras in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Malice, jealousy, foul intention, desire, attachment, vanity, covetousness, desire for victory, lust, and fascination are the vices that will destroy the Yadavas. The race of Yadu will end owing to the curse of the Brahmins. The Bhagavan also will leave his mortal coil due to a curse. Now go and incarnate in your respective parts with your wives in Gokula and Mathura, and be helpers in this work of the Lord. Vedavyasa said, saying thus, the Devi, the goddess of the universe, the Maha Maya incarnate of the highest self, disappeared. The Devas and the earth went to their respective places. O King Janamejaya, the goddess earth was pleased with the Devi's words, and being quiet remained surrounded with various medicinal plants and creepers. Then the subjects felt peace and pleasures. The Brahmins also grew stronger in happiness and prosperity, and the Munis became glad and began to perform their religious acts with fresh zeal and alacrity. Here ends the 19th chapter in the 4th book of the Srimad Devi Bhagavatam of 18,000 verses, the Mahapuranam, on chanting the hymns of the Devi by Maharishi Veda Vyasa. Jai Maha Maya ki jai, Hare Kandeshwari Mata ki jai, Mother Saraswati Mata ki jai, Bole Baba ki jai.